another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 16 of season 7. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Last episode we ended really interestingly. You know, I have to say I really enjoyed the little montage that we got of all the future clips that we've had so far in the season. They compiled them in a real fast, like 2.0 speed motion right into the end to get us into kind of the present, where we've got Raina with Stefan tied up, saying to him, look, you didn't deserve that mark on your shoulder, and do you know what, I can offer you a deal, and that deal is I can transfer that mark off your body onto somebody who actually deserves to bear it, and that person is Damon. And she said that he deserves it, and Stefan was like, you know what, you really think that I'm going to turn against my brother like that? You know, I would never do that. And then it just turned out Damon comes and said, it was my idea, you know, but he kind of looks all docile. It's like all dopey and all drugged up or something. I don't know what's going on there, but I did enjoy the episode in general, to be honest. Like Damon, he got the upper hand on Raina, didn't he, a few times in that episode. Basically he killed her like 4 times. We found out that she has got 8 lives, not 9 like a cat, but she's got 8. And pretty much, yeah, once that final life is gone, anybody that bears the cross from the sword, they go down with her. So that means that Stefan would have gone. That is the reason why Damon didn't end her last life, which is actually really, really interesting. We found out that Bonnet as well, actually she found out that information while she was inside with Enzo, and she just texted Damon straight away and told him, love that, honestly, I love how their relationships progressed that far. You know, she's getting close to Enzo and she's working with him, but as soon as she got that information she relayed it to Damon, which is great. And what I find interesting is the person that said to Enzo that we're family, you know, this is your dad's building, we're family. I feel like she's going to be a bad one, because she said to Enzo, look, why have you let Bonnie go? You know, we was after Raina, but Bennett, which is a close second. So that is fascinating. I wonder if they're going to try and use Bonnet to deactivate the spell that they got on Raina, linking her to these people that are in the thing and everybody else who's got the cross marked. I wonder if this Armory people have got somebody in captive that has been marked before. How interesting would that be? Let's see what else went on. We had the backstory of is it the backstory or the present? Yeah, it was the backstory of Caroline and Stefan. It was pretty much Stefan was on the run from Raina, and you know, he rang Caroline. He was like, look, I've been on the run for ages, you know, God, Valerie here, I was wondering if you want to come over, you want to like take her place and we could travel a bit, we could be together, I miss you, and we could go travel Europe, etc. And she was like, no, I can't, I'm busy, you know, minding the kids and all that. Being a mum, that is literally how a mother would react. You know, I can't go out tonight, sorry, I've got the kids, etc. And she said, you know what, I'm thinking, have you ever thought about moving here? Is it Dallas? She said, have you ever thought about moving here to Dallas? You know, it's not bad, you know, it's quite quiet. Straight away, that's when you knew that their relationship was going downhill. You know, she's picked the babies over Stefan, even though that sounds absolutely brutal. You can't really slag her off for it, which I'm not going to. Just from Stefan's point of view, he's probably thinking, you know, I love you, Caroline, but they're not my children, and I've always wanted my own, and the fact I can't have them is going to hurt me. I'll be struggling to bring somebody else's up, watching them be around as well. So it's a tough one, that. But I really hope that we can see them progress through it, because we did see in the present that she was showing some concern for Stefan when she asked Alaric, where is Stefan? Now, we haven't actually seen Alaric and Caroline kiss or anything, but we have found out that they are fiancés, you know, they are engaged, which I think's interesting to see, because I could just never see that happening. I still can't see it happening now. I know that they've got kids together technically and they brought them up, but I still feel like that's a weird one. I think that's even weirder than Bonnie and Enzo, in my opinion. I just don't think that they would look right together. I don't even think that they are right for each other, if I'm being totally honest. You know, like you could say, oh, Bonnie and Enzo are not right for each other, but I could actually see that way more than Caroline and Alaric. I physically can't see that at all. So that's possibly why they haven't even kissed each other. I feel like they're only together because of the kids, you know what I mean? And she still wants Stefan, but I don't know, I just could be making it up, but I think that one's a weird one. But I'm really interested to see where we go from here, because obviously we've got the start of this episode. I'm hoping, literally I've said this a few times, that we're going to start in the TV studio with this Damon and Stefan and Raina situation, and then I would actually like as well to find out more from the Armory about why they want Bonnie. I feel like maybe Bonnie is the key, as she usually always is, because fucking hell, everybody needs a witch, don't they, to take down the supernatural, and she's literally always the saviour of everything. I feel like she's the key to taking Raina down somehow, some way. I think that she's going to do it. So I can't wait to jump into today's episode. I really enjoyed the last one. Hopefully this is just as good. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like on the button. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Sun's coming up, Stefan.
So today is now the 3 years from now. It's the present.
Hashtag you're welcome. Hashtag still a thing. I don't know. It's been 3 years. All it's gonna take is one itty-bitty transfer spell.
Phone's in my pocket. Valerie can do the spell.
I'm just gonna loosen these love knots a little bit.
Why's Damon in this state? I can't remember. Has he been injected?
Full of werewolf toxin. I can't even feel my face.
Oh, he's full of werewolf toxin.
Vervain's not gonna hurt me now.
You kill me. You kill anyone I've marked with my sword. That includes your brother.
See? Now I'm in St. Petersburg.
The 3 years ago was the present in the last
So
episode.
just look at elsewhere, you know. The night is young, my friend. Your newfound mortality doesn't trouble you. Damon's gone. Why not just follow where the red pins lead? We could trace Raina's bloodline back to wherever her ancestors come from. Everyone you know has made the choice that serves them best. Why not make a choice that serves you?
I'm happy for her. Do you know what I've always wanted to do? Yeah, she said pin hopping, whatever that was, and now we're moving into today. Is I don't know if that's a thing on your phone. I'm not really with it. But what I would like to do is get a fucking globe and spin it, and either put my finger on it and go to that country, or throw a dart at a board and hit a map, and then just say, "Sack it, I'm off there." Do you know what I mean? I would love that. Total just randomness.
What did you people do to her? Where's Mary Lou? Name your price.
Lorenzo St. John.
What?
Not that I'm not grateful for the chance to get some air, but what exactly am I doing?
Do you see the results of our experiments? You'll be highly incentivized to do what I want.
You're right. It's feeling cold. I could blame you in this horrid, damp basement. What happened? Pills. Made from Raina's blood.
Bring Enzo back to me alive, and I'll give you everything I have to heal her.
She does look like she's in a bit of a state, doesn't she? This is the only episode so far that I'm going to have to use my mind to what timeline we're in. I was a bit confused then. I thought when it said today was 3 years ago, even though I did mention today was in the 3 years present at the start. So, like, this is in the present, and the last time we seen Enzo was in the past with that woman, and now in the present, I'm assuming that in the past, if you're following, when they took Raina, that was she's escaped, and obviously in the present she's wondering that it's Enzo that in the past got her out into the present. Wow, that was a massive head scramble.
I owe you for calling off the alert on the whole hostage hoax. I compelled them to summon you here while remaining silent. Cuff yourself to the car.
But what I've yet to understand is, why did you release Raina Cruz?
So Damon said he could take my scar through a transfer spell. Ironic that he's the one who finally figured it out.
Taxi's here, I better go.
Hey, be careful, okay?
Always, love.
So could they not transfer it then? Was that just Damon chatting? I thought it was Raina.
Once I'm done patching myself up, I'm out of here. So weird. Stefan ran away from your offer.
Tell him to get his ass back here. Yeah, I'll do the transfers, pal.
60 to 70 years, I'll toddle off to the big news station in the sky. Right around the time Elena wakes up, hero move. Nice.
And because just that little bit of information where Stefan said, yeah, you know, I'm kind of like mortal again. She's got a time lifespan. Once she dies, we're gone. I'd never thought of that. And Damon's definitely not considered that. Here we go, 2 years ago now. Proper head scramble. We're all over the place.
Looking for ways to get rid of a mystical scar. Here's to our 1 year anniversary of chasing red pins around the world. Afraid he can't come to the phone right now.
Nope. Nope, never will. By the time he wakes up, I will probably be dead. So, guess that makes this obsolete.
Cheers, son.
How can you save this moment?
I also understood what you were saying over there. I think I know how to help.
Valerie looks really pretty there.
Did you really call me just to chat?
There's still time for me to help you.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you stop chasing me?
You took my sword, genius. This is going to sound strange, but you grew on me while I was trapped in the armory. I'd close my eyes and watch you. I saw you travel the world with Valerie. That mark on your chest, mystical connection.
Gotta be the worst pickup line I've ever heard in my life.
Don't flatter yourself. The point is, I know exactly where you are and what you're doing now. Unless your car runs on something other than gas, you're not gonna make it there before I catch you.
Valerie's coming to fix that. Friendship evolved.
Cool. Just keep driving, Stefan. I'll be in touch.
I've got to say, man, I know Damon's he is acting there. I think he's acting really well. Like, if you sat on the floor now and tried to act like I don't even know, I'm going to say like a drunk person, that's kind of what he is. He's like drunk all over the place. He's like, you know, his head's not there. I think he's acting really well. I'm actually enjoying it. He's making me laugh. He actually is making me laugh.
On your sheet, use Caroline to set a trap for Stefan.
You wonder why I released Reyna? Look at what you're doing right now.
Oh. I think Enzo's the strongest vampire that we've seen. Like, I know that they say the oldest is the strongest. I swear down, how many times has he survived the Vervain darts? How many times has he stood up when the witches are attacking him? I think, me personally, he's the strongest one that we've seen. He manages to overcome most of it. Like, the Vervain takes a lot of it to take him down. And the magic as well. Like, most people just drop to the floor. Yeah, he fights it consistently.
I like you better without your magic.
Well, lucky for you, I'm weak with hunger.
Pills are what poison Mary Lou. Alex, she said you released Reyna.
I guess she only told you that to motivate you. Just that you and I need to work together.
You always knew having him in your orbit might get you killed someday. I actually think you're an okay person, despite what Matt thinks. You want to talk about it?
Nope.
I do.
Save my battery.
Matt, man, he turned to a bit of an asshole this season, hasn't he? Definitely.
Sound a bit worse for wear, mate.
He's still friends with those nut jobs at the Armory. Stefan's got Raina Cruz on his tail, and he needs to come in for a landing.
I'll text you and Stefan the coordinates for the hostage exchange.
I'm loving your James Bond vibe.
Somehow I didn't miss you at all. Luring Reyna to the airstrip makes it worth Alex's while to come out into the open.
It does, doesn't it?
Valleys, groves, hills and fields, be mountain yields.
Don't let me stop the poetry.
It's one of Nora's favorite poems.
Nora found Enzo in Dallas.
Why is she giving her blood samples of Reyna's?
I know why Stefan digs you. You're a take-charge kind of gal.
And you're a self-serving narcissist. Had to get you healthy so we can do the transfer spell.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, interesting.
Humor me. Live in the moment. That's what we're here for, right?
They're the same as we've seen from every place else. There's Orion, Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia. No. Constellations, Cassiopeia. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
She's wanted that for time, hasn't she? Today. So do you think, right, we thought that Damon waiting for Catherine was the longest wait. I think that ever since she met Stefan in 1863, she has been waiting. She's been hung on his love for so long. It's good that she's got him, though, in the present. I do like it. I actually do like it, even though I prefer him with Caroline, yeah. She's actually like Valerie. I've got no problem with her at all.
Who are you?
Oh,
Nobody important. Invisiquate.
So that's fucking mint, that. Honestly.
I said I'd give you everything I know about the pill. We tried to create the antidote, and we failed. Mary Louise will be dead within the week. I'll
What a
tear your
bitch.
throat out! You go make the most of the time your girlfriend has left.
I like cocky people, but she hasn't even got a leg to
For
stand
your
on.
sake, I hope you're lying.
I know you've been raiding the Armory's supplies. Figured it out after Reyna escaped. We're family, so you know I'm not an idiot. Give Bonnie Bennett my regards.
Good afternoon. This is your captain speaking. We have leveled off at our cruising altitude.
Why did you stop me from doing the spell?
Put a little spin on your plan. The transfer spell worked on Rick's babies. Maybe it'll work on the scar. 3 whole years go by and that little concept never crossed your mind? You lied to him.
I never lied to him.
But you didn't tell him the truth either, did you?
Oh, wow,
How
check this.
insecure could you possibly be?
All right, I lied. I can only go to a blood relative, and that would have meant waking you and bringing you and all the drama that you come with back into his life. The only person you ever needed was by your side all along, and you abandoned him.
Vintage speech only goes so fast.
He's refusing to participate.
Cavalry's coming to you, brother. We're gonna take down Reyna. You're gonna get your freedom, and I'm still gonna get my future.
I want to hear you say it. You're not taking the scar.
I have a plan.
How far?
Oh, there we go. He's just shot him. Oh, Reyna.
I'll catch you later.
He ran because he knew that when the moment came, you'd let him down and choose yourself.
Screw it, I'm in. And I am Damon Salvatore. I'll figure this out. Just give me the scar now!
That guy's voice, bro. Do you know who deserves that scar? Well, don't deserve it, actually. But do you know who I'd give it to? Because I actually don't really care. Give it to Sarah, mate. Literally. Bash it on her. She's a blood relative. She said that. It needs to be transferred to a blood relative. Stefan's got one. Well, he's got one. I can't remember what his uncle's kid was called that Damon thought he killed, yeah? Give it to her. Wound her. That's what I would say to her. Unlucky her. But if I was going to pick Damon and Stefan's life over hers, I'd gladly let her die all day, every day. So, that's interesting. And do you know what? Has Damon not sacrificed himself before for Stefan? And for many of the people? I know they're trying to play it out now that he's proper selfish. But I'm sure that he's done that before. I'm interested though. I'm excited to see how it goes. I don't think Raina's wants to kill Stefan. I don't think she's even going to try and attempt to. I'm really interested to see why Enzo let that woman just go. She, like, if I was him and found out that she was chatting about an antidote and that he's been giving Bonnie all these pills and she's going to possibly die as well, I would have killed her straight away, me. Like, she's dead cocky. Like, I love cocky people, but, like, who are really good. So, like, Stefan, Damon, Klaus, Elijah, they walk around with an aura. Enzo as well. They kind of threaten you, but then they back it up. They're good. It's like Ronaldo at football. I'm the best footballer in the world. Well, you know, it's debatable, but the fact is, yeah, you're so good at football that I respect it. Klaus, I'll kill you, goes out and does it. Damon does it. Do you know what I'm saying? I respect people that physically act like they're the best and then they physically do actions that make you think, yeah, you possibly are. But this woman, to me, I've not seen her do anything yet, except for being proper annoying and like think that she's the biggest, baddest thing in the world.
Alex said you're going to be just fine.
You are a terrible liar. There is no antidote, Alex told me. You're driving. I've got even less time left on Earth than I thought.
Come on.
I want to finish our conversation.
I preferred our phone calls.
As soon as I touched my sword, I felt what it did to you. Felt your scar reopen right then. The smart play would have been Valerie. That's not who you wanted. You wanted Damon.
Wake the hell up!
You slowed yourself down. You almost gave me time to catch you. You were happy while your brother was gone. You were happy because he was gone. Are you finally ready to leave Damon behind?
Yes.
And use it to survive in the Hellstone.
Oh, she's stopping.
Something's wrong.
Do you know what, right? She reminds me of, is it Michelle Rodriguez from the Fast and Furious? She sounds like her. I don't know if she looks like her. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. She does remind me of her. Do you know what I've got to say, though? I actually really, really have to say that somehow, somewhere, we got into let's make the brothers, like, hate each other. Or try to. Ever since they went in that first Hellstone, that's all it's been. Damon is terrible for you, Stefan. And we've played on that now for like 5 episodes. I actually dislike it. I got to be honest, like I don't know why they're consistently throwing it down our throat that Damon's like a shitty brother. Now he might be, he actually might be. Yeah, my opinion is he's not, but for let's say for example he might be. I don't need you to keep telling me that he is. I could form that opinion myself from watching it for 7 seasons. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if I love Damon from all the way up to season 7, this people here telling me, yeah, Damon, this, Damon, that. It's not going to change my opinion at all. I've already formed it. I've watched 7 seasons in now, like 150 episodes. So yeah, stop consistently telling me that Stefan is better off without Damon. Like, I could have formed that my opinion myself. Literally, I actually dislike it. They consistently said it. In the Hellstone, come out. Then he's bad for you, he's bad for you, he's bad for you. Like, oh, yeah, why you woke him? He's bad for you, you know? Are you going to accept it now that he's bad for you? Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Literally, yeah, I'm getting sick of it.
I made Stefan pay for what he did. Just like I promised you.
First thing we'll do is get you a decent meal, something plump and juicy from the suburbs.
They've done well with the makeup on her. She actually looks like she's cold.
No. Stefan. Stefan, where's the sword?
I've been marked by Raina Cruz, and I'll be running from her for as long as I live. Stop it! It's too strong, he won't be able to—
I will not let her put you in this hellstone.
I'm already dead, my love.
You must live.
There is no life without you. I love you. I love you.
I'm gonna save you, little brother.
Smashed up. Ah, it's finished. mate, how is he getting out of that stone? It's literally just been smashed up. I've got to say, I enjoyed that Nora and Mary Lou death. I actually really did. I mean, I didn't mind them in the show, and I actually don't mind that they've left. To be honest, you know, they was just characters that come in, made a difference. You know, they made a little impact at the start. Their storylines kind of faded out now. Do you know what I mean? Like, the time that he was in there, they made a big impact and he was good. But like the whole heretic side is just, it's gone now. As it only Valerie's alive, isn't it? Not is Mary Lou dead? Nora's dead. Julian's dead. Lily's dead. Bo's dead. You know, Oscar's dead. So I don't really mind that they've gone. Like I said, I wasn't their massive fans, but I've got to say I enjoyed that death. You know, going out together like champions, trying to take her out as well. Sorry. What I do like is, was Nora only just infected just then when she threw the sword and it skimmed past, and is that where she got the cut and she was saying she's infected, or she actually been stabbed before and that's where she's infected? Because if she's just been cut there, she's gone out like a proper champ, and she decided, like, because do we know for a fact that you're 100% infected if you just get a little snip like that, you don't get marked? But either way, I like how that she done the Damon and Elena, you know, ride or die together, mate. I love you, and you love me, Barney. So I love it. There's a good death. Raina's fuming. The sword, I don't know if it's gone. I don't know where Stefan is. I mean, has Damon got to go to that field and get all the stone and put it back together, get a bit of tape on it, wrap it around? I'm excited. I thought this was a good episode. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I did. I thought it was a fantastic information-based episode. I thought they give us loads of stuff. I thought it was really intriguing. I have to admit, though, I'm not a massive fan of them putting Damon and Stefan kind of like against each other, or trying to, or telling us that one's a bad brother, one's like a good brother. I don't know where that's come from. To me, it is a bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why we've gone down that route. But now Stefan is in the stone. It's been destroyed. Damon's going to have to do all he can now to show that he's a good brother. Maybe that's what we've done. Do you know? I'm interested to see where we go from here, because obviously Stefan's dead. He's in the stone. It's been destroyed. Valerie is left with obviously Damon. She was trying to do the transfer spell. They got half of it done before Stefan got stabbed. Raina's still alive. I thought maybe with that sword exploding, she might have done as well. I don't know if she was linked. God knows. But Mary Lou and Nora went out like champions. I actually enjoyed their death. I think it was a very good death. Now I'm intrigued to see what's going on with this storyline now with Bonnie, because obviously we've seen the effects that it was having on Mary Lou, and actually we did see Bonnie when she was in that therapy session or something. I have no idea where she was. She did look drained, you know. When we seen her kiss Enzo, she looked like she lost a lot of colour. She didn't have any makeup on. But I'm assuming that was just for the effect of, like, you know, she's in this place, she's lost like a upbeat, joyous vibe. She seems down and gloomy, kind of like Mary Lou was there. And I'm saying that's obviously a ripple effect or a side effect from taking these pills that Enzo, I think they said, has been stealing from the Armory and giving it her. I don't know why they would do that, to be honest. Like, what? First of all, why was he giving that to Mary Lou? I understand what he was doing. I physically understand he was taking her blood and giving it her. But why? If it was said in this episode, I do apologise for not picking it up. Like, I didn't really clock that Damon was injected with the werewolf toxin. You know, that's my bad. But, yeah. What was the purpose of doing the experiments on them? What was he trying to get out of it? What's the end goal? You know, I'm kind of surprised that Enzo let that woman stay alive as well after telling her that there was no cure. And obviously he cares for Bonnie, and bit of a bitch here, isn't she? You know, we always need one of them though. So I do think she should have died then, because she's not like been in it enough for us to establish a character to say, yes, you don't deserve to die, or no, don't die, I like you. You know, she's just surely nobody's got an opinion on her. Either you hate her or you dislike her. She's not been in it enough. But in terms of letting her walk away after we know all this stuff that she's done, that was interesting. Got to say, the episode we went through lots of stages. So we went from, obviously, the last episode in the present become the past in this episode, and the 3 years from now in the last episode was the present here, and then we jump back 2 years to see Stefan and Valerie going around the world, and then we jump forward again, and then we was back, and I was getting a little bit confused whether when we was in the present, we was in the 3 years ago, or we was in the 3 years forward. I got it the halfway through, but I do find it interesting how we're not even seeing Caroline or Alaric like much in this season. Now I've got to say, I'm taking that is because Caroline actually had children in real life, and you know what I'd actually like to know, did she have twins or did she only have one child? Because her belly was massive, and I'm assuming that was just her real belly. There's no point in putting a fake one on it because she was pregnant herself, and she was real big. So I wonder if she had twins herself. That'd be interesting. And obviously she's probably going to spend some time with them and just jump in the filming here and there. It's a bit mad considering I think last season she was like the outstanding performer. You know, she got my favourite of the season. I thought she had an amazing season 6, and obviously season 7 she's kind of like not in it. Well, she's in it but not really, you know. Obviously it's understandable, so I'm not really like blaming her for anything there. Matt as well, I understand where if people form their opinions on Matt based on this season, I get it. You know, the guy's like hardcore against vampires now, but I've always understood that he dislikes the vampires, but I still can't get my head around that he dislikes the vampires that he likes. He actually does like. He actually likes Stefan and Caroline and Elena and Damon. He actually does. Like, I just don't understand how he's flipped. Now I get that. I get the present one, that his girlfriend's dead, and I'm assuming that one of these vampires has killed his girlfriend, so he's trying to revenge her death. Okay, that makes sense, but he's still like an arsehole to them here in the present, and he's also an arsehole to them 3 years in the past as well. He's like, he's changed. Instead of like being nice to him, he's being a dick to him. Yeah, pretty much. But I do like a bit. I've got to say though, after saying all that, be a little bit hypocritical and say, kind of enjoy that Matt's got a different side to him. He's not just the same Matt that we always see, the useless human who like thinks that he's part of the faction, and he always, you know, comes along for the ride, yet he's always the first to die, and he's always really not doing anything. So the fact that he's here making deals with people, trying to take people out, trying to sell Stefan out, you know, he's trying to make a stand for his town, I got to respect it and I like it. But in terms of like watching it, I'm not a big fan of it. And to be honest, I could not care less that girl died. I forgot her name already. She called Better. I don't even know. That's definitely a Penny. I don't know. She's not even been in it much. I would like to see how she died and who killed her. I'm hoping it's Enzo. I literally am hoping it's Enzo. But yeah, that's interesting as well. I'm very excited now going forward. I feel like Damon's going to avenge his brother. Raina's going to die. I wonder if we can go after and kill Raina now. That's what I'm thinking. There's no sword. Stefan's inside it though. He's not technically alive, so that means that you can kill Raina and he's not going to die because he's already gone. He's already, his spirit somewhere else, which is lucky. So I would go after me, you know, I would literally go after her, take her out and see how that goes. But I can't wait for the next episode. I think the Armory is going to play another good final chunks of the season. Can't wait to find Bonnie as well. She's not really been in it much, and I'm excited to see how her and Enzo's storyline progresses and how she deals with these pills as well. Like I say, big up to Mary Lou and Nora. Good death. Took out the sword. You know, Damon's got to revenge Stefan now, and he's also got to try and get him back into the present somehow now that Stone's been destroyed. So I can't wait to find out. So thanks for clicking my video. If you guys enjoyed it, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.